So I wanted to share, before we get started with service, I wanted to share an idea with you guys so you can kind of know, and this has been very intentional over the years here, is that, and I can share sort of the vision that typically works. And what we try to do in every Sunday service is create a sort of an arc. It's actually an upside down arc. And it goes like this. We start out high, and then we dive in low. We come into meditation. There's a song. We come into the talk. We're still in this space. And then once the gifts come, once we're in that place where we pass the basket, we're out. We're out. And then we're back into, we're getting ready to end, and we're getting ready to eat, and we're getting ready to say goodbye. So in other words, when we start, like right now, if you want to be excited and you want to clap and you want to be energetic, that's great. But as soon as when the service assistant says to the part, now we're going to take these words and we're going to take a song into quiet, from that point, we're going into a time where we're trying to hold this space to be a bit more contemplative, okay? And so we go into that song. Jill will do her prayer and meditation. There's another song. Do we clap after that song? We do not. So if you like that song at the end, after the prayer and meditation, the musicians all know this. They're trying to do a song. It's between the prayer and meditation and when the person who's giving the talk comes up. We're still in a place of like quiet. So the song happens. If you like the song, if you really appreciate it, instead of clapping, you can just do this. Just do that. And then the person who's doing the talk comes up and does the talk. After the talk, we're not like this yet. After the talk, I'm going to take it in. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to take that in. So it's a bit of the whole thing is a prayer. From the start of the meditation to after the talk, that whole piece is a prayer. I find for me, and this is just my feeling, and maybe you guys have had this too, when I'm in the song and then all of a sudden there's a lot of noise, it almost is shocking to me. Because the musicians know this. They're trying to create an energy where we come out, the minister or the speaker comes up, it's still in quiet, we end the talk, and then after, when the gifts go around, we're out of it. Now you stand up and tambourines or do the Cheryl thing, whatever you want. Yeah. Does that make sense? So we start high, we go low, we end high. It's a very simple arc. What we don't want to do is go, we're low, we're up, we're low, we're up, we're low, we're clapping, we're meditating, we're clapping. It's just too confusing. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do. So I'm just asking for those of you who like to clap a lot, that's okay. Just for that part, we'll just do this. And we can do the clapping in the front and the back. So I know we appreciate Cheryl. Let's give Cheryl a hand. Let's get it out of our system now. Yeah, Cheryl. All right. Okay, we'll clap again later, but not during the meditation. All right. Thank you.
Reverence. All right. Thank you for that so much, Reverend Frank. So I guess we're ready to start. Are we ready to start? Looking for the high five from the studio? Yes. All right, great. So if everybody has a program, inside is an insert, and we're all going to sing, I'm Choosing Heaven Today. So let's all stand up and sing. Here we go. I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing wonder, yeah. I'm choosing wonder today. I'm choosing wonder today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing wonder today. One more. I'm choosing joy today. I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing joy today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing joy today. It's just on the first, it's on the, after the first song. Okay. Ready for our announcements?
Good morning. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and begin the service with the lighting of the Christ candle. In the beginning was the one presence of the undivided and unmanifest pure spirit of life, light, and love. In its generosity, it shared itself, its consciousness, and its love in the visible form of creation. We acknowledge this presence within us and as us. The creative energy of the divine expressing in all our giftedness and creativity. We acknowledge this in our companion planet Earth and in all sentient beings. This universal presence in everything we call the Christ. We light this candle as a visible reminder of the Christ presence expressing in, as, and through us in this present now moment. Welcome everyone to Unity. My name is Jill Meadows and I'm the service assistant. And today our minister is Reverend Frank.
Hi, everyone. I'm Reverend Frank, for those who don't know me. You just saw me, but I didn't say hi. Oh, and by the way, this is Jill. It's only her second time ever being podium assistant. So, yeah. And already do it wonderfully. Today's talk is called The Family of Things, which actually comes from a poem by a friend of mine who calls Mary Oliver Saint Mary. Whenever he says Saint Mary, it's not Mary Magdalene or Mother of Jesus. He means this poet, which her stuff is so beautiful and so sacred. We do a lot of poetry here, so we thought, well, this week, why don't we just put it on the front? So what's on the front cover of your bulletin will be a poem that we're going to lean into today. And it ends with, this invitation to know we are in the family of all things.
Thank you. And our music ministry will be provided today by Cheryl Hodge. We are a joyful, evolving spiritual community committed to spiritual practices, compassionate service, and living on purpose. And our statement of belonging: as a joyful, evolving, and spiritually conscious community, Unity of Bellingham celebrates the uniqueness of everyone, recognizing and welcoming each person as a beautiful expression of the one. Being inclusive and non-discriminatory, we acknowledge the divine presence in all life and honor the positive presence, blessing, and contribution in the world. Is there anyone here for the first time so we can say hello? Just go ahead and raise your hand if so. Yay, hello. And after the service, we do have some goodies and time of fellowship. If you want to stay, we'd love to get to know you better. And now we will take a moment to greet each other. So go ahead and stay seated or stand if you prefer and greet your neighbors. All right, as you settle back into your space, we'll feel the love of Spirit move through us. All right. Yeah. Go ahead and take your seats. And as you settle back into your space, feel the Spirit of love move through you as we take a moment to breathe in and gently release. Feels good. Feels good to be together today. Please join me next in saying the 5 principles. God is good and present in all things. The holiness of God is my own true nature. I am creating my experiences by how I think, feel, and believe. My thinking is guided by my daily affirmative prayers and affirmative actions. I follow and am sustained by these values in every way, every day, and so it is. As we prepare for our time of reflection and meditation, please hold the words of this meditation hymn quietly in your heart.
I release, I am consoled, I am a washing light, filling up my soul, and I will swim the silent tide till it's revealed to me, till it's revealed. I'm washed in the light. I sing inside my soul. I pray I'll be made whole. In times of troubles, I'm praying for peace. Then all at once I realize I'm free. I release, I am consoled, I am a washing light, filling up my soul, and I will sing the silent tide till it's revealed to me, till it's revealed. I'm in the light.
So beautiful. Thank you. So now, as we come to a time of prayer, it's good to know that our thoughts have power and our prayers have power. It reminds us of our connection to Source and to each other. So I welcome you now to speak aloud or in your mind anyone or anything you would like to have included in this prayer. And we know not only are we connected to Source, but we have everything we need in this moment, as do our loved ones, as does the world and the planet, to be whole, to be healed, to be at peace. As we prepare for meditation, let's take a cleansing breath and release any of our worries. And again, breathe in, and as you exhale, release any concerns. Release the need to manage anything in your head for the next several minutes. Let your own breathing soothe you. Listen to these words from Eleanor Roosevelt, letting them bless you. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift. That is why it is called the present. Let us be fully present in this moment together. Focus on your breathing in and out as we go deeper into these words. Yesterday is ancient history. I let go of the past. I am grateful for the lessons it taught us and the blessings it brought us. Tomorrow is a delicious mystery. I let the future unfold. I envision continued beauty, blessings, fun, love, adventure, and abundance. Today is a precious gift. I let myself be in this moment. I rest in the peace, the oneness, the love, the bliss that it is. I am one with God. I am grounded and untethered in this truth at the same time. As we gradually return our attention to the rest of the service and to our activities the rest of this week, Remember this freedom of being fully present in the present and in the presence with a centering breath whenever you need it. And remember, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. And today is a gift. And so it is.
So it is. I feel a storm brewing inside of me. Clouds moving around my heart. Something's changing that I just can't see. Stuck in what I know is safe and what I'm supposed to be. I feel the call of something more. I feel the call of something I never felt before. I feel the call of something more. The call that's asking, what am I here for? What am I here for? What am I here? What am I here for? They say that pain pushes to the vision poles. Feels like my safety nets have fallen down. Wish I had a map of where to go. I've got this feeling in my soul. I'll get there, I know. I feel the call of something more. I feel the call of something I never felt before. I feel the call of something more. I feel the call of asking, what am I here for? What am I here for? What am I here? Oh, what am I here for? I wanna make a move right now. Wanna feel this anyhow. When I trust, I'll know the truth. There's more of me to show. So today I declare I will. I'll take that step. Let my light show. I feel the call of something more. I feel the call of something I've never felt before. I feel the call of something more. Yeah, I feel the call. And I'm saying, what am I here for? What am I here for? What am I here? Oh, what am I here for? What am I here for? What am I here for? What am I here? What am I here for?
Yeah. So maybe we can answer that question. What are we here for? Today, well, I think it's a treat. And I always think that because as I prepare the talk, I get to a point where I go, well, that's interesting, and that's interesting, and that's interesting. And then I go, when I find that sweet spot and go, oh, that does something. that moves me, if it moves me, I would assume it moves you. Here's a thing that I think maybe nudges us just a little bit further. And it comes from, well, it started with a poem that you have on the front of your bulletin, and we're going to end on that. But I want to start with chapter 18 of the Gospel of Luke. And actually, I'm going to suggest that, sometime during this week, if I'm going to sit on the couch and I want to do some reading, chapter 18 of the Gospel of Luke, profound. I had a professor, before I tell you the story, I had a professor once, many years ago. He taught a class called Bible as Literature. So we know we have historical, critical method. In Unity, we've also brought forth and recognized something that was been there all along, that the, Apostle Paul, many people recognize, a thing called metaphysics, that we look at these scripture stories and we find the metaphors, the metaphysical, the deeper meaning, the deeper issues with the words. But there's another way of looking at it too. And these authors, here's what's fascinating. They were such good writers. And in the tradition that Jesus came from, Hebrew tradition, Jewish tradition, you notice they didn't draw pictures of God. That was considered, really inappropriate. So like at the period in the Greeks, they have beautiful pictures on an urn and they have statues of their gods and stuff. And the Jewish people didn't do this. And this professor said the way they did their art, one of the most profound ways the Jewish people really expressed their art was in their literature. And so you look at literature and it's almost like they set up the words in such ways that you can imagine in your mind structures and organizational structures that were quite beautiful. And he said one of them is a thing, he called it a chiasm, but what it means is look for connections. This sounded like this and this sounded like this. So the thing that's right in the middle, that's the point. That's the point. So I found this story, Gospel 8, it's chapter 18 of the Gospel of Luke. Jesus calls it a simple parable, and it goes like this. He told them a parable. Two people went up to the temple. The temple. Now, of course, you could read that as the temple in Jerusalem, but where's your temple? Where's your temple? Right? We know where the temple is. It's in our hearts. So these two different people, two different kinds of consciousness, two different places that I find myself in. You might find yourself in these two people. The first one was to pray, and the first one was a Pharisee. Now, poor Pharisees. They were really pretty good guys. And if you read the whole story, lots of them became followers of Jesus. Lots of them became part of the early movement that they called the Way. Many of them, if you read in the later Acts of the Apostles, were very involved with this Jesus movement, this movement of the Way. Many of them supported Jesus. Many told him and gave him advice like, watch out, Herod's trying to get you. Go over here, go over there. Some of them were Jesus' friends. But somehow, and I don't know the whole thing, Jesus, you ever watch Coyote and Roadrunner? And Coyote is always the foil. I think Jesus uses the Pharisees like, I'm going to set you up again to be the bad guy in yet another story. Poor guys. Anyhow, so one's a Pharisee and the other's a tax collector. And, it's really interesting. At the time, the Romans would collect taxes all over the kingdom. And what they do is they go out and they bid contracts, like you would now. And some rich family would win the contract. We're going to get the contract to collect all the taxes like in Galilee. So they'd go out and they'd hire people, and they wouldn't pay them anything. They worked on commission. So I'd knock on your door to get your taxes, and according to my thing, you owed, 50 coins. But if I can make it 60, I can, collect it. That's my cut, right? People didn't like these guys, Tax collectors weren't well liked because the people knew you're up in the number and getting it for yourself. So here's two people. The Pharisee, who were well regarded as the very religious people. They did all the laws, they knew all the stuff. And this tax collector. And the beautiful thing about parables, it always seems to flip. It's not what you expect. It's not what you expect. And so the Pharisee by himself is praying thus, God, I thank you I'm not like those people. Yeah, we laugh. Who does that? I'm glad I'm not like them. Because I'm right. Yeah. Thieves, rogues, adulterers, And even that tax collector over there, he's probably pointing to him right in the temple, right? And I fast twice a week, and I give 1/10 of all my income. But meanwhile, the tax collector's over here, he doesn't even lift his eyes, and he's beating his breast. You might try that. I never beat, ouch. But all week I'm like going, when do I ever beat my breast? But I do realize, I have found, maybe you've found this too, that if someone tells me a story and it's really like, I'm really feeling it, do you ever do this? You just kind of go, have you done that? I find myself tapping and it's involuntary. I just go, oh my God, I'm just like, it's almost like, I'm not beating on my chest, but I'm like, I'm comforting. I'm like going, and my heart feels it, right? Do you know what I'm talking about? That feeling? So here's this tax collector. He's like, yeah, I'm here in the temple. And all this tax collector saying, God, be merciful to me. Be merciful. I'm messed up, man. I'm a sinner. I don't get it. I got myself into a conundrum. My life, people don't like me. I'm lonely. I'm confused. How did I get this job? I'm taking money from people. How did I get myself into this mess? God, have mercy. And Jesus says, I tell you, the person went down, this tax collector, more aligned with the truth of the reign of divine than the other. So the person who was doing it right, was living the good life, recognized for that. Big giver, someone who does fasting, very visibly on the outer, really doing well. And the person who on the outer was clearly messed up, but knew it, and felt it in their heart. I mean, the fact that this person's in the temple, historically in the temple, for all of us in our temple going, okay, I'm doing my best to align myself with this sense of being connected to the divine. I maybe don't always get it, but that's what I'm trying to do. And I'm feeling that in my heart. He's the one that got congratulated. Oh, but what about that Pharisee, poor Pharisees? He tithes 10%. He fasts twice a week. He doesn't do any of those terrible things this other guy does. That's nice. Good for you. Arrogant jerk. He was being an arrogant, I'm not blaming him. I'm looking in a mirror here, y'all. Maybe you might see that in yourself. Gospel of Luke, chapter 18, ends on another story. And in this story, Jesus is walking along the street, and a blind person yells out, "What's going on?" What? Someone says, "Jesus is going by." And he yells out, "Son of David, have mercy. Have mercy on me." Thank you, this professor that taught me years ago. When you hear over here this "have mercy," and you remember the story you read just a couple paragraphs further, "have mercy," you realize, the gospel writer's playing here. He's making this is like this. Look at the words, the same situation. Over here, have mercy. And this person over here says, "Have mercy." And Jesus said, and everyone says, "Leave Jesus alone." He goes, "No, what do you want?" He goes, "I want to see." He goes, "Well, it's your faith that did it. See." And then he could see. And he started walking along with the crowd. Have mercy. Interesting question. So this man says, "Have mercy." And the answer from the teacher was, "What do you want?" Here's a good question. What do you want? What do you want? And his response was, "I want to see." So I'm reading, okay, it ends in that story. It started with this story, two mercy stories. What's in the middle? What's in the middle? Another person comes up to Jesus and he says, "What do I need to do to be in the reign of the divine?" Well, what does the law say? Well, I pay attention to all the commandments, and I tithe, and I give the poor, and I help out, and I do all the legal stuff right. He goes, "I've done all that. What else?" You ready? There's one more thing you got to do. You ready? You may not like this, or you might like this. Here's the mercy end. He says, well, it's really simple. Sell everything you have and give it all to the poor, and then come with me. That's easy. Wait. We don't like talking about that one. Sell everything you have and give it to the poor. This first person was like, I give 10%. How many prosperity classes do we talk about? And it's like, well, 10%. I might say 10% and $1 extra. We can't outgive this divine mechanism. Give 10%. Jesus says, nah, 10%'s good. Here's what I want. All of it. I want all of it. I want everything. I want all of you. All of it. All of it. Do you hear that? Now, some people hear that and literally do it. St. Francis walked around naked until someone threw a robe on him. St. Dominic in the Christian tradition. Sisters of Mercy, Mother Teresa. In the Eastern tradition, one of my people I would follow, Baba Nityananda, used to walk around naked. They said, please, Baba, put on some clothes. So he used to walk around in his underwear. And people would follow him everywhere. People would walk by him and they were so touched because he just gave all of it. Someone asked him once, they got mad at him. He's building all these ashrams and said, this can't be true. You're money laundering. You're acting all like the saint. But where are you getting all this money to build all these ashrams and all these temples and all these places? Where are you getting it? So they sent the tax collectors again. They come up in a lot of stories. So in India, the tax collectors came up and they said, you're building all this stuff, but you're not paying any taxes. You owe us this tax money. He goes, well, how much do I owe you? And they told him. He said, okay, come with me. So he gets up and he's walking out and they start going through the swampland and he's out and there's this big swamp and there's crocodiles like in the swamp. And he goes, come with me, I'll get your tax. And they're going, oh, well, why don't you get it? So he walks into the marsh in the mud and he reaches down and he pulls out this gold, this big old gold. Is this enough? And they're like, yeah. And he goes, if you want more, it's right here. Come on in. And they take the gold and left. Baba says, my prosperity is always here. Literally lived in this energy of I've given all of it, right down to my underwear. Only because they're making me wear it. And the buses, by the way, the buses wouldn't stop for him. That's why he started putting something on. He'd stand at the bus stop and people that buses would go by. Then they'd go to the next stop and there he would be again. And they would go, I'm not picking that guy. He looks crazy. They'd go to the next stop and there he was again. Yeah, he had these stories. Living on the edge of all of it. And I would suggest that the all of it that I listen to in all this, while some people do it literally, it's a matter of consciousness. Can we live in the place of consciousness where we're willing to live in that energy of I am giving all of it? I mean, actually, in the end, what do you do with it anyhow? Whatever it is, whatever we think we're grasping onto or holding onto. One of the things I love about unity, and there was a lot of teachings when I came to unity about prosperity and abundance and the fullness and the all of things. And I've read so many books. We have such a great sense of literature about prosperity thinking and unity. And one of the things I put up here, this was on the wall right here in the hallway for a while. You know, we cleaned up and we moved some things around. So now this little piece of art is going to be back here where the pictures of Charles and Myrtle. But what this is a dedication that Unity co-founders Charles and Myrtle Fillmore wrote. This is the literal copy of their handwritten stuff. Some of the words have like little arrows with the word written up on top where they made some edits. This is it. They wrote this in 1892 and they saved it and said, this is our dedication of our lives as each other, as a couple, to what we're going to do. And it reads like this. We, Charles Fillmore and Myrtle Fillmore, husband and wife, hereby dedicate ourselves, all our time, all our money, and all we have, everything we ever expect to have, we dedicate it all to the Spirit of truth, and through it to the Society of Silent Unity, which now we just call Unity. We dedicate our entire life, everything, our money, our time, our wealth, all of it. It's not ours. All of it, we give it all to the Society of Silent Unity. And then they write a very interesting second paragraph. It being understood and agreed that said Spirit of truth shall render back unto us an equivalent for this dedication, an equivalent in peace of mind, health of body, wisdom, understanding, love, life, and an abundant supply of all things necessary to meet every want that we have. But we'll never make any of these things the object of our existence. Does that give you chill bumps? I mean, talk about giving all of it. I don't know, many of you have been out to Silent Unity. I mean, not Silent Unity, or Unity Village. How many people have been to Unity Village? Yeah, lots of folks have seen it. This huge, I don't know, how many acres is it? 50? Yeah, it's the building and the facility itself is humongous, but it's hundreds of acres of property and where it used to be orchards and all sorts of things. This gorgeous place. Sandra, where's Sandra? You've been there. Sandra's the keeper. Yeah. How many times have you been there? You lived there. Yeah. Back in the days where to be a minister, you had to move to Lee Summit. Yeah, you know. They're the largest fountains in Kansas City, yeah. When you go to Unity Village, there's a strip of fountains that runs the entire village, and you can just walk. It takes you like 30 minutes to walk up and back around these beautiful fountains that are just going off and off, yeah. Most profound places. And I think about that, and I think about how much the Fillmores talked about prosperity and abundance and a life of all things. And where did they live? Right, they had a little house off to the side. Their abundance was not about, like the Pharisee, about me, mine, and look at me. Their abundance was about this humility, like this other person is, I'm just gonna, it's just all for the all. It's all dedicated to the Spirit of truth. It's all for this vision that we have. We're feeling unity. And not only did they feel it, Myrtle Fillmore they were saying, you're gonna die. They do this tuberculosis. And she caught on to this energy of healing in body, and she prayed and she opened up and she prayed for every cell. You all know the story. And then she lived till she was like 90. Her husband, Charles, saw that he had a skiing accident. His leg was shivering. He was in chronic pain. He used to walk with a limp. And it took years and years, but you can see videos of him walking as an older person. And he's walking pretty well. It took years of prayer and meditation. Their commitment was, we are going to give it all, and we're going to trust in the divine providence that it's all coming back tenfold. So I'm into this thing about, we talk about tithing 10%. I say 10% $1, just then a little bit more. Yeah, I believe that. I've experienced the blessing of that. I have no doubt about the power of that. But I don't want to be caught like a Pharisee, like this poor Pharisee guy in the story, thinking, aha, look what I do. Aren't I just, the holy one, special, good, aha, I took care of all those 10 commandments, look at that. I did all, it's like spiritual arrogance. Stop, Frank. If it applies to you, there it is. Stop that. It's what I hear. What the deal is, just open up and say, I am open to mercy. I am open to the world. I am open to the divine goodness. What I want is just to be radically open to the divine potentiality and possibility to come in and bless me. And all it's going to cost me is everything. Everything. Now, isn't that a fun adventure? Isn't that something worth exploring? And getting out of my own way. So I want to end, and I want you to join me. I saw this, I actually started this with this poem by Mary Oliver. And I read this poem of Mary Oliver and went, oh my God, she read that story about the Pharisee and the tax collector. The guy, the Pharisee, and I'm going to read this a little bit, but yeah, I'm going to pause. You can look on your front. And St. Mary, Mary Oliver. You do not have to be good, Mr. Pharisee. This isn't about how we think we're good. You don't have to be. You don't have to walk on your knees for 100 miles through the desert repenting. You only have to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. Just sink into the human softness of our heart. You know, I hear that. You just need to let the soft animal of your body love what it loves. You know, I feel there's that touching the heart again. I just feel that love. Joy told me she was driving the other day in Baltimore. She got behind a car, had a bumper sticker. I let the soft animal body of my life love what I love. If you know, you know. Now if you see that bumper sticker, you know where it came from. This is beautiful, Mary Oliver. And then sort of like this person who's just saying mercy, you know, I'm just my life. It just seems to be complex sometimes. Tell me about despair, yours. I'll tell you about mine. And meanwhile, this world, this beautiful world goes on. Meanwhile, the sun and the clear pebbles of the rain are moving across the landscapes, over the prairies and the deep trees, the mountains and the rivers. Man, yeah, just beautiful. This beautiful place we live. Meanwhile, the wild geese, high in the clear blue sky, are heading home again. Has anyone gone by and heard a bunch of wild geese going overhead? Yeah, duck. Get under cover. Are they noisy? Is this like the chatter of our life sometimes? You don't know whether to duck or laugh or go, what? Canadian Air Force. Meanwhile, those wild geese high in the clean blue sky are heading home again. Whoever you are, no matter how lonely, the world offers itself to your imagination. It calls to you like wild geese, harsh and exciting, over and over, announcing your place in the family of things. Your place in the family of things. Each of us. And it's not having to be right. It's not having to be good. It's not having to do all the right religious things. And all those things might be good. I'm not knocking them. But that's not at the essence what it's about. What it's about is we live in a place, in a time, in our hearts, in a calling of absolute beauty and okayness. We belong. We belong in this family of things. It's good we're here. Healing is here. Well-being is here. Love and life and understanding and compassion. And it's all here available to us. It's all here for us. All we have to do is allow it all to be. All we have to give is everything. Just that's it. It's a small ask. We just give it all. Starting in consciousness. And then who knows where it leads after that. The saints show us the way. Mary Oliver, read about her life. She shows the way. Radical, radical, radical. Allowing, accepting, being, giving. And then waiting for it all to come back tenfold. So take a breath. Just take that cleansing breath and you can sink into like the first people in the temple of your heart. In that beautiful temple. And in any place in there we want to laud ourselves or our wonder, just let that go. And we stand in that place in radical mercy and radical acceptance of who we are and a radical openness and vulnerability to the divine flow within us. And we can say a simple prayer, all I am is yours. And divine energy, God of truth, Spirit of truth, all that you are flows now in me, through me, and into the world to be expressed. With each out-breath, I let it all go, all of it. And with each in-breath, I have the whole entire world of spirit in each breath. I have it all, I let it all go. I have it all, I let it all go. The cycle of spirit. Yeah, just sit with that for a moment in the silence. In the silence. And taking one last deep cleansing breath. Breathing in, it's all available here for me. All life, love, understanding, healing, well-being, abundance. All for me. And I then with the out-breath, I give it all. The all of me to Spirit. And so it is.
Thank you. Reminds me of how we compartmentalize our lives, how we monetize our self-worth, how we, like the Pharisees, virtue signal, the phrase we use today. And just a good reminder that that's all unnecessary. Thank you. So, as the ushers come forward for our offering, we know abundance is our divine inheritance. Giving is our gift of love and appreciation. We always appreciate your generosity in support of this ministry we are creating together. This includes each of you with us in person, as well as each of you with us online. Thank you. As you take your offering to your heart, affirm quietly to yourself, I give freely and joyfully, for God is my source, and I have abundance in all areas of my life. Join me now in saying our offertory blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am grateful.
We're going to pick things up a little bit now while you're giving your offering. Taking that theme of how we're all part of the same family, feel free to join in and clap along if you want. Feel free to sing. We are family. I got all my sisters and me. We are family. Get up everybody and sing. We are family. All my sisters and me and my brothers. We are family. Get up everybody and sing. together, I can tell no lie. And we fly just like birds of a feather. Tell you and I, we don't get depressed. Here's what we do whenever we're around. Have faith in you and the things you do, you can't go wrong. This is a family jewel. We are family. Sing along. I got all my sisters and me. Yes, I do. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Living life is fun, and we've just begun to get our share of the things we love. And we fly just like birds of a feather. I can tell no lie. We don't get depressed. Here's what we do whenever you're around. Have faith in you and the things you do, you can't go wrong. This is a family jewel. We are family. I got all my sisters and me. Yes, I do. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Sing it now. We are family. I got all my sisters and me. Yes, I do. We are family. Yes, we are. Get up, everybody, and sing. We are family. I got all my sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, and sing. Ooh, yeah, yeah.
One? Was that Sly in the family? Who was that?
Sister Sledge, isn't it?
Is this Pointer Sister? Sly? Okay, do we know?
They covered it.
It was
for
a good
sure.
one.
They covered it. I thought
Yeah,
it was Sister
anyhow.
Sledge. Anyway.
Yeah, thanks, Cheryl. Oh, and so we bless these gifts with so much gratitude for everyone here, for everyone online. Thank you for your gifts. And may they go forward to not only bless this ministry, but also Unity in the Northwest region, who's having the conference here in 2 months. Have we been saying that enough? And Unity worldwide, and for the evolution and the emergence of Unity as it's moving into a new period of unification in all its operational systems, which is coming up this year. That's a big piece. And may they go forward to support Unity and the movement of spirit in all its forms in the world with so much gratitude for peace on our planet. Amen. Amen. So a few announcements. There's a bunch in your piece there, but a couple things I want to mention. Next week, we've tried this a couple of times now. We did an outside contemplative service. We did inside. Next week, we're going to have another contemplative service. So if you haven't been to one, the chairs will be a little different. The setup's a little different. The lights are low. The music's a little different. But we're experimenting with this form to have a chance, maybe about once a month, to come in and really sink into a time of ritual and silence in different ways. So you're all invited. It's going to be sort of the same and sort of different. If you haven't been to one before, please come and check it out next Sunday, contemplative service. And that's probably our last, I know it's first Sunday, but we don't have potluck yet. We're on summer break, right? So we're going to sneak one in on first Sunday, and then I think we'll be back to potlucks in September. Yeah, something like that. Okay, also, look online, our Daniel Nahmod concert, which is going to be the Thursday of the conference, September, whatever that is, 16th. It's in the bulletin. You might want to get your tickets now, because it's already, I mean, we're going to try to squeeze every chair in this room as we possibly can and get up to 120 people, but we've already got like 100 tickets are gone. So it's going to be a big concert, so if you can, and you come out, come see Daniel Nahmod. There's also, look in your magazine, in the bulletin, this isn't something we're sponsoring, but an artist who does kirtan. And if you've never done Indian kirtan before, it's sort of a call and response with guitar and harmonium. And I haven't heard this person, but I've heard about him. Supposed to be a really good kirtan singer. How many of you are going to be here for that kirtan Friday night? Oh, yeah, a lot of people. Oh, good, yeah. If you've never been to a kirtan before, come check it out. It's a very different sort of art form, musical prayer form, and it promises to be very, very good. And finally, Sandra, would you mind? You have an announcement too in preparation for the conference. Mike's hot, if you want to come up. Reverend Sandra?
Yes, I've come out of retirement to head up the High Watch. And this is for the conference. And I want to invite everybody who's interested in learning about holding the High Watch to consider joining the group. And I think especially people who are heading up different committees, I want to especially invite you to next Sunday after service. We're going to have a gathering for the High Watch. And I'm going to lead you through an experience of what it's like to move into that consciousness of holding the High Watch. And it's something you can use for everything in your life in the world. But we're going to especially focus on holding the High Watch for the conference. And I'm excited to see who shows up and what we do, and for this community to get anchored in that consciousness. So join me next Sunday.
Some people may not know that word.
Well, they have to come to find out. Yeah. That's why you come. It's a mystery. Okay.
Okay, that's my cue. We've got one more song to sing together as a congregational, and then we'll have our prayer of protection, and then we'll have our final song. But we've got Power of Love to all sing together. Can we all stand up and sing that? Power of Love. I can feel the power of love inside me, feel the power of love. I can see the evidence around me. We are the power of love. And my eyes are open to the truth I now embrace. And my heart is open by spirit and by grace. Can feel the power of love inside me, feel the power of love. I can see the evidence around me. We are the power. And my eyes are open to the truth I now embrace. And my heart is open by spirit and by grace. We are the power of love. We are the power of love. We are the power of love. One more time. We are the power of love.
So, thank you. As we complete our service today, please join in saying our prayer for protection, and we do include everyone, everywhere. The light of God surrounds us, the love of God enfolds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Please remain standing as we close with our the I Choose Love. Thank you.
Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love always present is what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One light that binds us that can't be undone. I choose love. Peace in my family. Peace in my family is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one. One loving family, sharing one son. I choose love.